Hello everyone, this is Nishan and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about something that's super important, and that's decision making. Do you ever feel like you're an overthinker? Do you ever feel like you spend way too much time making basic simple decisions? Like, should I get the extra fries? Should I buy those expensive flowers for my wife for Mother's Day? Any kind of decision like that where you feel like you could make it in a much shorter period of time, but you feel kind of guilty taking too much time making those decisions? Well, today we're going to talk about how to make those decisions and how you can reduce your mental bandwidth by having a framework that will completely change the way you think about making these decisions. What if I told you that there was a simple technique that you could use to automate all these minor decisions, and this will save you so much bandwidth? Stick around till the end of the video and I will show you all the great techniques that I have learned that'll help you make tons of decisions and will use zero bandwidth. Make easier decisions, stop second guessing yourself, and bring more joy to your life. Today we'll talk about this amazing 4-step technique that I've learned, which creates a framework for making decisions much easier than you have before, so you'll be making more decisions easier, and this will help you find a lot of joy in your life because you will be making tons of decisions and you will learn to live with them and you will enjoy them. The book that I recently read that totally helped me change the way I think about making decisions is Anna Bogle's Don't Overthink It. This book really goes into the details of our mind and how we make decisions and how we unnecessarily overcomplicate our lives over minor decisions. Because remember, overthinking is a trap, not a choice. No one chooses to overthink. We do this because our mind tricks us and makes complicated situations of things that should be simple. It does it in order to protect ourselves from making the wrong decisions. Step number 1. Recognition. Recognizing that you are overthinking basic decisions is the first step you can start taking in order to beat this overthinking. Because if you're not aware that you're overthinking it and you're mindlessly just thinking about certain problems in your head, it's very difficult or almost nearly impossible to get over this hump. This means observing the patterns and being mindful of your thoughts and the actions that you take during your thoughts. When you find yourself overthinking, force yourself to take actions by making lists, creating deadlines, or delegating the decision, and do not spend more time than you need to by making these decisions. Step number 2, observe. Observe yourself when you are stuck in the same pattern of making bad decisions or indecision. When you're stuck in that bad loop of not being able to make a decision, getting mentally exhausted that you don't even know it, whether you're choosing a brand of cheese, whether you're deciding what type of shirt to buy, these type of small indecisions are costing you so much more than you realize. So now that you've recognized the problem, second, you must observe the exact pattern. Like, when do you see yourself doing this? When you'll notice maybe you're doing it more at the supermarket, maybe you do it at work. Step number 3, finding the joy. When you want to reduce overthinking, you just don't want to break the bad habit, but you also want to replace it with a new habit, and this habit I'd like to call finding the joy. When you spend a lot of time overthinking about small inconsequential decisions, you think you might be saving some money here or taking that extra 10 seconds to make a better decision is helping you, but in the long run, when you add up all those 10 seconds, it adds up to a huge amount of time and a lot of mental energy. So I want you to think about when you make these decisions. Let's say you want to get something that's, let's call it a treat. It's not just a frivolous decision. I want you to think about life in a way where you build a mental philosophy around this, where you don't overthink these small indulgences. When you want to get that extra guacamole, you get the extra guacamole on principle. Having these ready-made decisions allow you to seize the moment. So sure. Number 4, learn to be content. Now, throughout your lifetime, you've probably already made thousands, if not tens of thousands of decisions. So when you're making the new decisions based on what we've already talked about, having a framework, so when you do make those decisions, learn to be content with those decisions, even if you made the wrong decisions. I'm pretty sure as you go through your life, you probably have maybe a 50-50 chance of making the correct decision all your time, even if you have a 90-10 where you make decisions right 90% of the time. But even if you're making wrong decisions, don't get hung up on it. Learn to be content with all the decisions that you've made. You're only human, but remember, you should take credit in knowing that you have a philosophy, you stuck to that philosophy, and be content that at that moment you took the decision and it was the right decision at the time. So don't go back thinking, oh, maybe I should have done this and that. So stick to that and you'll be much more content over your lifetime. Adopting these habits and this framework will allow you to live a life of making more decisions, better decisions, and a life of contentment, and most importantly, a life of abundance, where you're not stuck in decision-making fatigue and analysis paralysis or overthinking. Follow these simple tips to make more decisions in your life, better decisions, and live a life full of joy. And if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment on this video. I will respond to every comment, and we're growing. And please let me know if you liked it or if you have any other tips that you follow when you're making simple or more complicated decisions. So it was great to see you guys, and I will see you again next time. Bye.